I'm Randall, and back with another edition of the Book Club. Today happens to be Mozart's birthday, and that triggered a memory for me. I remember this book I've got called Mozart's Brain and the Fighter Pilot by Richard Restak, R-E-S-T-A-K, M-D. And, I've forgotten that I had this book until recently. And I picked it up years ago, maybe, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe even further back than that. And I was looking through the table of contents this morning, and I don't think I read much of the book when I got it, maybe glanced through it. I think I picked it up at a Remainder bookstore or something like that. And I was just reading the table of contents and realized how much of what's in this book is stuff that fascinates me today, and the things that I've really moved toward in the way that I think about yoga, and in some of my own practices as well as what I teach in class. It's just the importance of the brain in everything that we're doing. It's obvious, but still, I'm realizing it more and more, I think. So I thought what I would do is just read the contents, or the chapter titles here in the table of contents. There's just a one-sentence chapter title of each of these, and it's interesting to just think about the chapter titles. Chapter 1, learn as much as possible about how your brain works. 2, apply your knowledge about the human brain to organize your ideas. 3. Think of the brain as the creator of incredibly rich and fascinating montages. 4. Your capacity for new learning remains and may increase as you grow older. 5. Learn about your brain's motor programs and how to use them. 6. And these are all very short chapters, maybe 5, 6, 7 pages of little educational and practical applications. 6. Take advantage of the intimate interrelationships of learning, memory, and intelligence. 7. Improve your memory by using a memory system. 8. Develop your emotional memory. 9. Think in terms of brain geography. Develop linkages associating as many things as you can. Engage in activities that stimulate extensive portions of the brain. Let the brain just be the brain. Practice forms of mental hygiene. Turn your feelings and emotions to your advantage. Take active measures to reduce stress. Learn to work in concert with your personal bodily rhythms. Strengthen your powers of attention and concentration. Train your powers of logic. Develop a tolerance for uncertainty and ambiguity. Develop your powers of metacognition, thinking about your thinking. This is chapter 21. Increase mental acuity through wide and varied reading. I like that. Heighten your sensory capacities. Learn about and experience art and music. 24. Organize a physical exercise program that aims at brain enhancement. See, that's what I think of yoga these days. 25. Cultivate fine motor control skills involving your hands. I actually went to that chapter and I'll maybe read a paragraph from it here. It says, a large proportion of brain tissue is devoted to sensation from and motor power to the fingers, and enhanced brain functioning has been shown to result from improving or at least maintaining finger dexterity. Indeed, our ability to oppose the thumb to our other four fingers sets us apart from other species. That wasn't always so. Prior to about 60 million years ago, the hand was a clumsy instrument. But that changed when squirrel-sized early primates left the ground and began dwelling in trees. To accommodate that change, the thumb had to become more flexible, the better to grip branches. As an additional accommodation, nails replaced claws, thus making feeding easier. Finally, sensitive skin ridges developed on the surface of the palms. At this point in your reading, pause and hold up one of your hands. Then rapidly touch the tips of each of the other 4 fingers to the thumb. With that simple gesture, you have telescoped into one instant 50 million years of evolutionary development. Cool. So, back to the contents. Regularly practice some form of mental relaxation. Use technology to augment your brain's functioning. And then the last chapter. Concentrate on and act in harmony with your natural abilities. So it's a pretty interesting book to think about. How you can continue to shape your brain and your mind and your body and your environment and your life throughout your life. Check it out. Mozart's Brain and the Fighter Pilot. Thanks.